Hi YouTube, it's Sam here, Samantha Dawn. This is a live, if anyone's out there. This is a live based on career paths, hospitality. I won't be going into negative detail or gossiping or naming any names. I'll just use general basis of career paths nobody likes talking about because it's a controversial topic. It's a taboo topic. So lately what I've been doing is putting on face masks. I've been buying like face masks and just putting them on my skin. And just like letting the skin like absorb all the moisture in the face masks. Just sitting there doing nothing. It's quite cold to begin with. Like I try to wash my face first and just get some like blood flow circulating around my head. And I got that from, where did I get that? Oh, it was a gift from Mum. And I like put all the face masks in my bathroom cupboard, and I've used them already. So I got a little bit more like blood flow, and then I've just like massaged like a little bit under here, but not too much under the eyes, because you don't want to pull the skin, like you don't want to risk pulling the skin down like too far. Because it will like it's the elasticity in there under your eyes. So I was thinking if I got pregnant and I had to give birth, I'd literally get Botox before like I gave birth. I'd get Botox like 2 weeks before I give birth, because I'm not giving birth, I'm not pregnant, but if I was, I think I would go and get some Botox injections from the it just breaks down when it expires anyway, so it's not that dangerous. Getting like a chemical to like kind of like take care of the cells. Hi, I'm just going over like I just did some face masks, and then I like had a sheet that I covered my face mask, and then like I've just massage around those areas just to keep my skin from like losing its blood flow. Because if I'm not exercising that week, I need to at least touch my face. Guys, if you're sitting around and you're not exercising, you need to do like facial exercises, because your brain needs to register like your brain needs to register, at least if you're not exercising that week and your body isn't registering, you need to work your face. You need to touch your face. You need to make sure that your hands are clean and that you've got like a wet hot towel, like really hot towel. Wash your face, put a face mask on. Could be like one that you buy, or you could like have something that you just like to put on the face and let it sit on the face for like, I'd give it 20 minutes. Like I won't be stingy and say leave it on for 5 minutes, because you're just rushing the process. So you actually need to find like a clay mask. If you're going to be really stubborn about the way that you take care of your skin, you may need to use a face mask that's made of clay. You're genuinely supposed to use a soft moisturizer and let it sit on your face for a half an hour. And then you can apply makeup. A good time to do it is on your day off if you have time. Or if you don't have time, just buy a face mask that blends into the skin. So like a moisturizer with vitamins and minerals. So you can just like grab it out of your handbag and put it on in between like your work shift or on your break or when you get like 5 minutes and then wash your hands. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be working anywhere, but you have to have this stuff with you all the time, like in your handbag. Make sure that you don't run out of moisturizer. Just be careful about what kind of moisturizer you put on your skin because there's a moisturizer for your face and then there's moisturizer that you'd want to put on the rest of your body, which is even harder. So if you wanted to look after the rest of your skin other than your face, so you want your skin all matching and you don't know how, I'd literally just pick anything to get started, like maybe Nivea or Dove or a moisturizer for your body lotion, and just make sure that you're actually stimulating your skin because your skin is made up of like cells, and your cells regenerate every 7 years. Your body goes through like a cycle every 7 years. So you need to like always make sure that you've got like a lotion that you can use after the shower. So you've got the soap that you use in the shower and they may have moisturizer in it, which you can use to get your body clean. But you actually have to have another moisturizer, unfortunately, after the shower. Hi, everyone. How do you go in the shower, guys? Are you using moisturizer outside of the shower and also in the shower? So you have a shower gel that has moisturizer in it. It makes you smell fresh and clean, but you also need to put a moisturizer on your skin if possible, if you have time. Sometimes you can get like a shower gel where you can have like shower gel, like a nice smelling shower gel, and then you can have like 3-in-1, so it has like a moisturizer in it, so you can do your whole shower and make sure that you're moisturizing and cleaning your body at the same time. But if you've got time and you're not really that busy, I would suggest just like adding another moisturizer or something to your skin. You won't be able to reach your own back. Unfortunately, you have to just figure that one out in the shower. But if you've got like a friend with you or a family member or a partner with you, just get them to like put some moisturizer on your back when you've finished the shower if you need to, because it makes you feel better to have a moisturize to moisturize your skin. If you can. If you can't, that's fine. You can just scrub your back in the shower with like a 3-in-1 product that has a shower gel, a moisturizer, and it is a deodorizer. So your back, you can sort of get the sponge or a stick and clean your back because your back gets so greasy and so dirty. It only takes like 2 minutes to give your back a really good scrub. But it's like you can do everything that you want to do. Like if you want to take care of your body and you want to take care of your skin more, but you just don't have enough time to do it in the shower because you run out of water and you have to share the shower with everyone and you don't have gas, I would just suggest adding like a few more treatments after your shower when your hair's dry and your skin's properly dry. So making sure that everything is really properly dry, guys. So don't just half-ass the shower routine. After you've had a shower, please make sure you're dry. And I mean, every part of you is dry. You have to make sure you're dry and you're dry everywhere. You dry yourself here, you dry yourself there. Just everything has to be dry, and then you can put moisturizer on, or you can actually get moisturizer that has sunblock, so it's SPF, which is an international worldwide substance that we use to moisturize and take care of our skin, right? When the sun is out or it's humid outside and you're like going out all the time and your skin is like, you might even be going hiking or mountain climbing or skiing, and you need to put something on your skin because you're wearing a face mask, or you're wearing glasses, or you work in an industry where you have to wear eyewear that protects your eyes from harsh chemicals and stuff. So sometimes the goggles and the glasses that you wear can create like a stain around you, and it can discolor your image. So I would just say like just go back and think about what I said and add something to your skin, like a moisturizer or a makeup that can cover all of your skin like that. If you don't have any makeup, and you want to look after your skin, just use sunblock. Like, and this is for men and women. You could use a moisturizer for men that's literally just putting on like a little bit of light moisturizer after you've had a shower and you've had a shave. You can just put it around the eyes. It's just to protect the eyes, and or you could put on sunscreen if you know you're gonna be out and about and stuff. But you can get like a moisturizer that has sunscreen in it, so it doesn't feel like you're just wearing sunscreen or sunblock. So there's different types of sunscreens and moisturizers you could get for your face. Like you could get, if you're really going outside and working outside a lot, or going skiing, or you just want your skin to be protected, guys, I would wear a really thick sunblock. But if you're just like indoors a lot, working inside a lot, and you still want to take care of your skin, but you still feel like, your face gets affected by the sunlight, you could just wear like a thin moisturizer that has some SPF sunscreen protection in it. Because a lot of people don't really feel happy, and they're always worried and busy, and always worried that they like would never have time to put moisturizer on their skin. But it's so important. Stay with me, I'll just grab one now. Yeah, hi, how's it going? You feel free to like talk amongst each other if you'd like to. Well, I just go into the bathroom. Oh, thank you, JM. Oh, cute. Hi, hello. I'll just go into the bathroom. Yeah, cheat night. Cheat neat. All right. Okay, so I'll just go, not even Albert. I don't know what that is, but I'll just go and get one of my moisturizers and explain this to you. Because it was in one of my career paths. So I've got a few moisturizers. I'd like to show you some of these nighttime concealers that I've got here. So basically what I was saying about the moisturizer is that it used to be part of my job. I studied mental health and like caregiving, support work, and social work, and nursing. And one of the like worst things was like going without skin products. So sometimes you would find out that you would meet somebody not naming names, but you would meet them and they would have no, and I know you guys are guilty of this, you would meet them and they would have like no moisturizer at the house and their skin was really bad and needing treatment and stuff. And so if you want your skin to last like 120 years or whatever, you have to be prepared to look after it. Like you've got to be happy though. Like you've got to not let things slip. You've got to look after yourself. So I found like this normal skin moisturizer. So it has hyaluronic acid and squalane in it. So that's got HA, hyaluronic acid times 5. So it's a very, very good and this is this was made in Australia. If you guys heard of Australia, the Australian outback. And so this is a normal skin moisturizer, but it's really expensive. Like it's a very high potency product. It doesn't cost what you think it might cost, but it still is really expensive. And it has one of those really expensive like odors. It's almost like I feel like I recognize the odor. I'm just trying to think of what the odor is, but I think it's almost like a musk, like a natural born musk or like some sort of homeopathic additive or something that's in here, kind of like penicillin. It smells like penicillin, which is like a chemical. It would be sort of like found in your bloodstream or your skin anyway, probably. But I think it has betadine in it, which is like betadine is a iron-based product that heals like open, like scaly skin. So it wouldn't be necessarily really deeply wounded. It would just be keeping the skin like from going scaly. Like if you've got flaky skin or whatever, if your body's sort of like not sure what to do, sometimes you need enhancements with products like this. And I have these. I don't use them every day because I don't really feel the need to, but like I am running quite low. So I may have to get more at some stage. Bit nervous about that. But then I also got this little bottle. This one here is a vitamin B3 serum concentrate, which has niacinamide, 10. You can also get these at department stores and chemist warehouses and things like that. So 10% quench and refine. So that has some other active ingredients in it, which I don't know about, but it's all very like, clinical, science-based clinical beauty products. So it's almost like having medicine, to be honest. So I just like to put that like wherever I feel like would make me feel happy. I know that this one here, you just sort of, you don't really need that much. I've probably got too much. You just need like a little squeeze of it and then you can just pop that like on your skin. Like I like to use that just to make my skin feel like it's been like juiced up with really good juices. And that's just like such a good juice, girls. Such a good juice for you is just put that on your skin like that. And yeah, that's really important, especially if you're in a relationship. I would recommend you girls putting moisturizer and sterilizer on your skin if you're in a relationship and having if you're sexually active, you need to look after your skin. You need to you have to look after your skin if you're sexually active, because if there's something else happening to your skin and you're stressed out and you're young, if you're in like a relationship and you're not having kids, you're just having a relationship for sex, or you're just having like or you're not sure if you guys want kids, you guys need to look after your skin in the relationship, because you don't really want to make people think of all these grubby, dirty things you might be doing in your bedroom. You've actually got to look after your skin and make sure that because you're gonna regret it if you don't. Let's just say that if no one tells you this, you're going to regret it. Like, I think it's something that like maybe your sex education teacher just completely like missed out the talk about you girls looking after your skin, because if you've got like a really if you've got a partner who wants to try everything, your skin might not like it, even though like sperm is like a natural substance that comes from the body and stuff. But you've got to be careful, like I said, you're not the only one he has been with. And we always blame the male, don't we? Because they're the ones that don't usually, I can't say this for everyone, but they don't really think, like we do. Or maybe every girl's different, they don't think either. But you really have to put your beauty standards and your fitness standards and like your dietary standards have to be prioritized. Like tonight, instead of going out and buying junk food, I went out and bought a vegetarian burrito. So it just had like beans, salad, and rice in it. So you know that the rice was cooked and it was boiled, it was heated, it wasn't deep fried. So that's why I had that in a wrap. So I had, yeah, a burrito. And I just got the chips with it. And because I wanted the Coke Zero as well, like I really like Coke Zero. Like, I don't mean to, because it's got caffeine in it. I don't mean to have that so late at night, but yeah, like I might switch back to Sprite, but seeing as I'm spending the money, I feel like Sprite would be a waste of money. And it's the only other option is to get Coke Zero because it's sugar free, and you can get Coke anywhere. Do you guys like Coke Zero and Sprite Zero? That's what I had. I had Coke Zero. Like I always love to have a can of Coke Zero. I was thinking of buying like a box and putting them in the refrigerator, but I know I'll just go through tons and tons of Coke Zero. Hi. No, I do have a Timo package though, Smithy, that's coming to the house in a few days. So I'll do the clothing try on soon. So I'll have a few things like I can't remember what I ordered, but I did buy 2 articles of clothing this time. I don't remember if it was a pants or a top, but I definitely have something coming next week. So I'll do a try on next week. So that there was Glow Lab. It's a New Zealand product that I bought in my own country. So this is made in New Zealand. It's called Glow Lab. It's dermatologically tested, cruelty-free, vegan, and it's pro collagen plumping night cream, a rich collagen boosting formula that plumps and firms skin. And that is Nature and Science Glow Lab. As the last step in your evening skincare routine, gently apply to face and neck with light upward strokes. If irritation occurs, discontinue use. Okay, so this doesn't irritate my skin at all because it's dermatologically tested already. So I quite like this. I feel like it smells good. Like it's not overly fragrant. Like I wouldn't want to constantly be smelling really heavy perfume, products on my actual skin under my nose. Like I need my sensors active for other things, but it just smells nice enough that like I remember to put it on every day. You can get used to the fragrance, which really helps. Scientifically proven that having a nice smelling fragrance sitting on your skin every day will make you want to use it every day, because as soon as you stop using a nice skincare product every day, you won't be able to smell this fragrant, nice smell. Like when you're doing the dishes and you're cleaning up the house and doing laundry all the time, you'll miss that beautiful face mask that you're supposed to be putting on your face like every day or every other day. So I just want to encourage you guys to remember to treat your skin really nicely, and just rub the skin every day, just a little bit. Like your fingers are designed to help you do this. You've got like little your fingerprints there. It's not a crime. Your fingerprints are there to help you nurture your skin. So like you can, like, it's really good practice to get into, guys. Just look after your skin. Like, it's not a crime to look after yourself, and your fingerprints will do all the work. So you just have to keep doing that. But don't press too hard. You don't even have to use dodgy face cloths that tear all the the oils and all the skin off your face. You just need to go over the skin really lightly with very clean fingers, okay? Make sure your fingers are really clean. That way you can sterilize the skin and treat the skin better. Have you ever been to a skin clinic in your city, guys, and actually just do it one time and actually just like feel what it really feels like to go to the skin clinic and get a face massage? And you'll love it. Do you know why? Because it's scientifically proven once this happens to you. That's why you need to buy your own products and take them home. Start to appreciate your fingertips. What they do is they get the blood flowing, and just a little bit. Don't press too hard. Don't put harsh things on your skin. But you have to do something, guys. You have to touch your face. Why do you think we got all these nice people on social media constantly doing like makeup tutorials, guys? It's because they're not trying to make you jealous or anything. They're just trying to get you to understand like why you're here. Like, I don't know, if you're upset or depressed, stop going to work and just make this your whole life. Looking after yourself, just make it your whole life. Okay? You might just be a career workaholic and you don't take care of yourself. You don't take care of your skin or your hair or your nails. You don't even know what your fingers are for. Why you've got fingerprints? Why have we got like little fingerprints? The skin on your fingertips where your fingerprints are. It's usually not for crime, is it? It's so that you can learn how to take care of your skin. Okay, and you'll last a lot longer. But you actually have to start caring about your skin. And if you can't do that and you want to give up, that's fine. You can just rely on the showers that you have every day, and you can still get a pretty good, you can still get moisturizer and look after your skin by having a shower every day and just using basic like shower products, cheap shower products. But if you really, really want to take everything to the next level and the next level and the next level, and you want to do this naturally, like look after your skin every day for the rest of your life, you need to go and buy all of these products from your local chemist or your skin clinic in your area or your bargain chemist, but you really need to go and talk to somebody because I just don't feel like you guys will listen. So share this with your friends and please like my video. Like I said, I've studied mental health and all that, and I have certificates for that. And so I've been looking after people and putting products like this on their skin every day. Sometimes it's expensive products that you buy at the chemist, and rich people love expensive skincare products. And it smells so magical, guys. It smells so good. So I got these ones to try. I might eventually try something else. Maybe as I get older, I might even buy more expensive products if I feel like it, because like I said, I haven't given birth and I don't have any kids. I've been working most of my adult life. So, and I live in New Zealand, so I would just probably use that sort of thing, or something with sunscreen in it, like if you have to go out and work in the daytime. So I've switched career paths quite a lot. I'm just on a bit of a break at the moment, so I end up handing in my notice a while back. And I usually when I go back to like another company in my, like under my umbrella, or something I've previously studied for, and I usually just extend on that. I try wherever I can, but my recent career path that I've started studying with is a hospitality certificate. So hospitality is like cafe work, cafes, restaurants, cafes, restaurants, what else am I missing? Bars, cafes, restaurants, bars, pubs. So when you're working in the healthcare industry, in the mental health industry, and you've got to look after your hygiene, you have to wash your hands in hot soapy water like every single day, several times a day. Your hands will feel this. Our hands are responsible for a lot of things. Your whole life, you use your hands. If you are working a lot and you use your hands a lot and you think, what on earth is she talking about? Why is she saying that I use my hands so much? What do you use your hands for? To drive your car? To check and do everything that you do. Your hands do most of the work. Okay? Your hands and your eyes and your ears and your mouth. This, and this, and these is what does most of your work for the rest of your life. So you have to look after yourself, especially if you're working really hard and you're run off your feet. You need to look after your feet as well, like moisturize, massage, buy the right footwear. I used to work in retail as well before I became a horticultural assistant. A horticultural assistant is somebody who works in the plant life industry, and they like have to grow fruits and veggies and flowers and trees and shrubs and learn everything. So I've worked in all my favorite industries that I was interested in high school. I couldn't just choose one, but the one that I kind of ended up in and it like sort of provided for me the most was the healthcare industry, where I was doing caregiving and all that. And they're really hygienic. It's one of the world's most clinically advanced industries, is like beauty therapy and healthcare and hospital. And they really say that like working in the beauty therapy world is really sterile. It's a really sterile place because you look after your skin, and and it actually just like proves what people are. Like it's a really good place to work. It's almost like better than working in a hospital. Being a beauty therapist, like a clinician, like a beauty clinician, is probably one of the best places. I only wish they could massage the whole body at the skin clinic would massage your whole body and exfoliate your entire body while they're like doing your microdermabrasion and stuff like that, because I feel like it is like that is where the answer to life truly is. Um, it's good to have a break and not get overwhelmed or burnt out. Hi, Castor, you're so right. Coke Zero is all right. I think Diet Coke tastes better, or Pepsi Max. Okay, Castor, maybe I'll try Diet Coke or maybe Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max is cheaper, so I definitely would like to try Pepsi Max, but maybe I'll try a Diet Coke instead of Coke Zero, because to be honest, I don't really know the difference. Like, I just know that Coke Zero just tastes like normal Coke, but without all the like sugar. So yeah, hi Anna Surgic. It's so good to like see you. I love the unicorn poo, like the pink unicorn emojis are so cute. And you're always my friend, Anna, so it's really good to see you on here. So like, have you got any new clothes? And that's right, I already said that. Yeah, now that's so, some food for thought. So kind of like what I was just wanting to promote by the title of the live is that like I just wanted to talk to you guys about your skincare, like, and the fact that I've switched career paths like about 4 times. My first career path was retail, so that was working in the mall, selling clothes and all sorts of things like shoes, mainly shoes, working with people's feet. And then I went and got another certificate and jumped into horticulture, which is plant-based. And I did that for ages, but it wasn't like in scientific. It was scientific, but I just didn't have the like. I didn't go to university. I just went to a local school and got like certified with like more of a basic spreadsheet. But I did take the time to physically do the work and everything at the course, and they made us work really, really hard for it. So you could tell they definitely had information and was paying attention and wanting to learn and things like that. So that was fun. And then I switched over to healthcare, which was like admin, nursing, support work, mental health, caregiving, personal assistance, looking after people who were injured or just needed a house cleaner, or maybe that they had a disabled family member, anything you can think of just to help. So I got certified for that. I did certificate 1, 2, and 3. And so I can get a job as a caregiver, a support worker, or a mental health support worker, or a team leader. So those things all became available to me once I got the certificate. I got offers from a lot of different companies. Companies I didn't even know existed were calling me and saying, hey, we have work here too. So yeah, it's still available to me. Well, one of the things I always wanted to do ever since I was like young, I always wanted to be a chef or like work in a cafe. Like I've always wanted to do that my whole life. So I recently went out and got another certificate. I've already got a certificate in hospitality, but I just went out and got another one, you know, to refresh so I could start again, maybe get a job in a cafe. So I'm not stressed about the amount of hours that I work. I used to work 24/7 and I'm not too stressed about it. So I won't go into detail. Don't ask me any questions. Like I may need to go back and study even further. Who knows what I'll do. But like I've washed my hands, and I just want to stress that in every industry, no matter what you're doing in your home life, you've got to wash your hands. One of the biggest things in the world right now is hygiene and washing your hands. But if you want to care about yourself and you it gets really, really upsetting that all we're here to do is be hygienic and clean, but we have to work our asses off at the same time. But no, you don't, girls. You can go out and buy these beautiful products and actually learn about what your skin really does and just like treat yourself, look after your skin. Maybe like make yourself a goddess smoothie with spinach and yogurt and milk and spirulina and fruit like banana and coconut or whatever you feel like you need to do. Make yourself like a large smoothie while you're doing your face mask or anything you can think of. Like buy some nice soap or your favorite perfume, whatever you have to do to get by, just make it happen. Okay, don't just become a victim to your OCD. You know, your OCD, which is always saying, like, I know that I need to do this. I sometimes feel so stressed, like I'm forced to make everything feel clean all the time for other people or for myself. Yeah, but you're doing it, but you're not getting any rewards for it, and that's why you feel like so angry and bitter and depressed and sick of it. So you have to make it up to yourself. You have to find a way to spend that money, find a way to get the money and look after your skin. Like if you can't afford to go to the skin clinic and get microdermabrasion, make sure you're getting like really, really beautiful feminizing products and like you're getting your skins deeply moisturized or buy the microdermabrasion wand or make sure you go to the clinic and get the appointments you need once a month and get the girls to treat you. Get the girls that work there to like really moisturize your skin all the time. That's what they're there for, to help you feel like you've got purpose and meaning and that you actually care about yourself is really important. It's like not everything's about like keeping the house clean all the time, and even though you have to and you have to wash your hands and you have to be clean and you have to clean the workplace and you have to make sure that your children are clean and that your partner is always clean. And if your spouse is not going and looking after themselves, you need to make sure that they shower every day and they clean themselves every day. Okay? And you have to change the sheets. If you are upset about the way that things are going for you domestically, I would say just buy another product like a fabric softener or like something that makes you feel rewarded, that your brain will adjust. Clinically and scientifically proven that you'd be happier if you had fabric softener or you added like a stronger smelling fragrance. Even if you had like an essential oil with like berries and vanilla, and you just put like a few drops of that in with your budget washing powder, you'll still notice that the laundry's going to smell amazing and you're going to feel rewarded for it. And if you add some cheap fabric softener, you can get this for $1 at the dollar store or order it in bulk online if you don't want to spend the money on everything I'm saying you need to go and do, because I know you're going to need to spend thousands of dollars. And even if you don't have a job and you've got no money, you somehow need to go and get whatever you have to do to look after yourself and make everything worthwhile. Just go and do it. So you pull the sheets off and put them in the laundry. Make sure you've got fabric softener on the sheets. You put fabric softener into the washing machine so that when you put your clean sheets back on the bed, it smells like really fresh and soft, and you get like a better sleep at night, and all your dreams will be really good and you'll sleep really well and you'll wake up feeling alive and refreshed, and every day will be really easy for you. You'll be able to cope better with life. So I just say this is really good for your mental health, is looking after your skin, washing your hands 5 times a day or more. You may have to wash your hands 20 times a day. Depends what you do for a job. If you wear gloves, you still have to wash your hands at least 10 times a day. And I know that you guys need to go to the bathroom quite often because you've got to drink all that water. So you've got to make sure that you put your body first. Make sure that you, when you go to work, that everyone in the workplace is going to the bathroom on their breaks, and maybe just don't overeat, but you really need to eat something, and just figure that out as you go. Just make it happen, okay? I don't care what you guys have to do to make that happen, but it's going to be pretty hard. So just maybe get into a routine when you're studying before you go and start your new job. I would just suggest that you go and buy all the things that you need before you go to work so that you've always got soap or hot water. Just make sure that you've got fabric softener as well for the sheets. Make sure that you've got a uniform that you find is really easy to take care of. And make sure that you have a breakfast or a juice that you like to have in the morning, or a coffee. Something that you have in the morning to substitute breakfast. If you've got to get up early in the morning and you struggle to do it just to get the pay packet, I honestly would just say, like, make sure that you eat something when you get to work. If you have to go straight to work, just explain to your boss, if you've got a really good boss that looks after themselves too, just say, can I bring my smoothie with me to the office desk, and I'll just drink my smoothie while I get started on my morning routine. So I used to do this every morning at the mall and at the glass house when I was working in horticulture. I used to take a bottle of smoothie or like a raw juice with me, and I used to drink that every morning for breakfast. And I made sure I did that religiously and stubbornly every morning that I had to go to work. Like, I always just made sure I look after myself with basic nutrients. So I'd get like a raw juice that I'd buy at the supermarket, and I'd make sure I'd buy that. Or I'd buy like a breakfast drink that had cereal based in it, and it had added folates and iron and vitamins and minerals, and I'd just really like pump that through my body every day. I'd make sure I did my meal prep and my meal planning as well. So just running your own strict thing, sometimes it can feel like a chore, even when it's like the best of the best of the best of the best of self-care. Can sometimes feel like a chore, can sometimes feel like stress. But you've just got to forget about all that. You've just got to, because I know that when you fall out of routine, when you've got a really good routine going for yourself and you're looking after your mental health and everything, that sometimes you can fall and slip out of a routine. And as soon as you do that, your like depression starts growing and growing and growing. And then you've got to reverse the depression. You've got to like start listening to motivational podcasts, and or you've got to spend time around your animals and the children and make sure that you're like always having something to laugh about. Make sure the children are laughing more often. Like, find something really wholesome and good to laugh at, like make sure everyone is laughing about something. It could just be that somebody plays like a video clip of when you and your family were all laughing, or you put photos up on the wall of like your favorite pet or your favorite animal, just to make yourself feel better. But at the end of the day, guys, you've got to make sure you're looking after your skin and washing your hands and like using moisturizer and stuff. just really, really like you've got to make an effort to look after yourself properly, or else you're gonna fall back and you're gonna feel that. And everyone else, you'll wonder why you're feeling so terrible, and you'll talk to your friends and they'll say, well, we just never stopped. We just never stopped looking after our skin. We just never stopped looking after our bodies. Like, and even when we did stop looking after ourselves, we made sure that we were always surrounded by like positivity and people that we like could recover. So like you might only fall out of your mental health routine for a few months. I mean, you've just got to make sure that you've got support for yourself, even if it's just photos or friends and family that don't mind messaging you and stuff. Just if you've got like a few months where your mental health starting to decline and you don't want to drag anybody else down, you guys have got to remind each other to as well. If you've got like girlfriends that you are friends with and they're struggling, just make sure that you always say to them like, let's go to the gym or go for a walk, or like I've noticed that like did you run out of moisturizer last week and need to go to the supermarket or the chemist? Because I really need to go and pick up more smoothie mix, or like just make sure you've got friends and family that like you're like making like you're like being accountable and just reminding each other like to look after each other, and just try not to fall out of routine. If you become severely depressed, it's harder to go to work. It's harder to encourage the rest of your community as well. Like, and that's why things close down and people go without, because no one wants to look after themselves. So you've just got to like try and look after yourselves as best as you can. You might not be able to do anything that I'm suggesting, but you just need to know like your community experience and your mental health. You need to put it first, because it helps other people too. Like, even if you're just going out for coffee, you've just got to make sure that like you're doing everything you can to look after yourself and the people around you, because yeah, you'll start noticing when things start to slip. Sometimes it's really hard to figure out, but you'll feel it, because something will change. You will notice, and then you can still be okay, but you may have to you just may have to go and spend more money, or maybe you just have to stay home. But we really need healthy people that look after themselves, especially if you're working in retail or looking after food, like growing food from seeds, and you have to work in a place that you have to sterilize your hands, you have to sterilize your feet, your shoes need to be sterile, because you're working in a place that has to be sterile, like, because you're like you're generating like a substance for people that people will eventually they will eat in your city, and your hands have to be clean and everything. Okay, I've always made sure that I follow the rules as well. As an employee, you have to follow the hygiene standards, and you have to realize that it is important, and how good it feels to have a shower. But how good does it feel staying home and being poor without any money? not good. It might be okay, but you still need money from your government to wash your hands. So look after your mind and your mental health as well, because sometimes people say mean things to people that don't have jobs, and it makes their mental health worse. You're still healthy, and you still care, and you're still a good person with good morals, even if you don't have a job. Okay? I just want you guys to know that you're not a bad person, okay? So, why would we have all these things around us if we were bad? Why would we have any of that if we were bad? Okay, so that's what I'm going to say. Is just, yeah, that's just a little bit of food for thought. And I was just trying to say that my latest study is cafes, um, hospitality, anything in that overall industry. I already have so much experience. I would know it already like the back of my hand. You would barely need to do anything with me. I'd be perfect. But I'm just trying to get into routine at the moment. I've because I needed just a bit of time. Like I just wanted a little bit of time off. And I've got somewhere, I have a roof over my head at the moment, so I'm really grateful for that. Agreed. Personal hygiene is really important, and it's good to have a break. Yeah, because not enough people look after themselves. There's fewer because if you're really hairy and you've got like a lot of hair, guys, and you've got like lots of hair. I shave my arms, so I don't have any hair on them because I work with people and I have to touch other people all the time, and I don't like having hairy arms because it makes me feel less feminine, and I like to encourage myself to go and do feminine things. And I'm not saying that men don't need to do these things too. They definitely need to wash their hands. Fortunately, you've got a lot of people out there who refuse to go to the doctor and look after their sexual health. And that's how, why we have so many people working in healthcare and nursing as well. It's not just disabilities and accidents and injuries. It's also like, there's a lot of people that have to, unfortunately, they have to have injections and fight infections, and they get sick and they can no longer work. It's usually not, I don't know why the school always teaches that people are dirty and sex is bad. It's just that, like, people don't look after themselves or wash their hands often enough. So I believe in it because I believe that people carry bacteria if you're like traveling. Let's just say that you want to move or travel the world. You might get sick, and you might need to recover at some stage because you'll be stressed, you'll be unsettled, you won't be clean. That's why most people travel when they're older or when they're younger, because they've got to fight the disease later on or early on if you've traveled. You guys don't know this, but like it's all about like your body recovering and like keeping up with itself and like fighting disease. Unfortunately, life is short. So disease is always going to get to you somehow. So it's just about maintaining your physical wealth and well-being at all times. I know that like working in hospitality, it can be quite a dirty industry, can be quite unhospitable. But I always try to go to places where it looks clean. And I just try to buy foods that makes me feel safe to eat. If I look at something and I think I don't feel safe, maybe I don't want to eat that, I pick something else off the menu that I like, might feel like it might be maybe like something that's really hot rather than something that's room temperature. I will like get something heated so it kills all the bacteria, so that my body doesn't have to process all the bad bacteria and stuff. Because if there's too much bacteria in the food, my body will start to put on weight more often. Um, so you really have to make really good choices. It's not always about money. It's not always about making the cafes rich or making anyone wealthy. It's about like keeping yourself clean. And um, I'm only speaking because I'm really clean, and I have been always really clean, and I've always looked after my sexual health and always been to the doctor. I've always just been really obedient, and I always do what I'm told, and I always try to think positively, and I don't spend time around other people that make me feel upset or unhealthy. I'll always try to just stay positive wherever I go. And I don't really travel. I have never been overseas, but I've had all of my flu vaccinations, like heaps of them. So like I'll be able to travel whenever I feel like it. So I don't have any diseases. I'm really, really healthy. Like overall, I've never had kids. So I've never had to go through a recovery process. I've never like suffered through neglect. I've always tried to eat really healthy, to look after my skin, because I know there's a lot of superficial people out there in the world who are always going on about people, um, their guest appearances and stuff. It's like you've got to stop looking at people for the way that they look as well. Isn't that right? Because we travel a lot. So I was just thinking today, there are a lot of immigrants. You'll find that in your country too, that like you'll be living in like America or England or Australia or like where could you guys be living in America or England? And potentially like you've got to work in places that aren't always clean, are they? So you want to go and eat in places that are clean. If you look after yourself, you'll always want to go to places that are like really, really clean and the other people that are there look after themselves. And for me, I always like to go to cafes where I know the people and they all speak English, like because they're like English or Kiwi or Australian and I can understand them easily and I don't have to like convert all the languages and stuff. But over the years from working in different industries, I've had friends that have come over from overseas and we've just spent like a little bit of time together, but they always end up going home because they're usually on a visa, so they don't usually stay. But it's good because I've never traveled, but I have friends that'll come over from overseas and I'll meet them somewhere, like at a meetup group, and then I'll make friends with them, get their numbers, and spend time with them, and then I let them go because I'm very, very, very settled. I've never been overseas, but I've been so gifted and so lucky that I've had girls coming overseas and spending time with me, even though I can't travel or won't travel, because I never had the money to travel. And by the time I started accumulating the money, I started hoarding the money and putting the money away so I could like pay for a house. So I always prioritize the fact that I'm happy. Like I was born happy and I was born feeling really good. And I never felt like I needed anything or like didn't really feel like I needed to travel. And if my family ever went overseas, it was just to Australia. So where they have kangaroos and koala bears. And in New Zealand, we have kiwis. Kiwi is a flightless animal, like a flightless bird. But yeah, I've never been overseas, but I always got invited to go up. But I went to the other island, the North Island of New Zealand. So I had to fly in a plane. You actually do have to travel in a plane to get there. But we've got so many beautiful places in New Zealand. Like, I just never felt like I needed to travel. But then my friend invited me over to Fiji and Rarotonga. And I was like, yes, 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 I want to go to Fiji. I want to go to Fiji or Rarotonga and the islands where it's tropical and it's warm and it's intriguing and it's interesting and it's just me and her. And she's from Italy, so she's like already like really intrigued and loves traveling and stuff. But now she's in Ireland. So she's from Italy. She spent time in New Zealand and then she was going somewhere else before she goes home. She's going to Ireland. And Ireland is a Celtic country over in the UK. It's just a small country that um, I think I may have some heritage, but there won't be anything left because um, I think it's in my last name was like slightly Irish, but not so much Irish. But I'm my heritage is England from England, but I my whole family moved to New Zealand a really long time ago. And so I was born in New Zealand and all of my family were born in New Zealand, like six generations or seven generations of people living here and before I was born. So I'm very, very, very New Zealand. I'm very Kiwi. So I love everything Kiwi. And like, I know I'm obsessed with it because it's just how I am. So I love my Kiwi friends, so important to me. But like, I really love meeting people from overseas as well. But I know that there's a job shortage at the moment, and there's a lot of people coming over from overseas and like taking all the really good jobs. But like, I just think they've got their own cafes and their own, like their own cuisines and stuff. But sometimes there's too many. There's too many um there's too many mm, there's New Zealand has too many international restaurants and not enough like Kiwis working in the public, and there are a ton of Kiwis. Like we have so many Kiwis. It's crazy how many Kiwis we actually have in this country. Like real authentic Kiwis like me who have been here like six generations plus. So we can have our own identity now of like you're a New Zealander, like you're a real New Zealander, like you're authentically New Zealand. Or what do you eat then? Because everywhere you go, it's like an Indian restaurant or like Chinese restaurants and like what do you eat that's like, I guess to find something that's authentic in New Zealand, you would probably have to go to the supermarket with a New Zealander, like a Kiwi. Or if you have a Kiwi friend that's been living overseas for like 5 years and they like come home and they want to eat all the Kiwi food and they'll need to take their Kiwi family and go to the supermarket and buy all the Kiwi products like all the Kiwi products that we make here, like the factory products, um, what do you guys buy, like fabric softener, anything in your own country? You remember how you have to like reintegrate the other Kiwis as well when they start, like when they have traveled too much, or like they lose touch with you and literally they start speaking another language, or like they end up with like spouses that like don't suit them. Like they get into relationships with people from overseas and they like don't love them. Because we're supposed to be working on the heritage in New Zealand, like even when I die and my children die and my grandchildren die, they're all going to be Kiwi. So, for example, what I would need to go when I come home from traveling overseas, if I go to like America or anything like that, I'd need to come home, immediately start stocking my pantry with like Kiwi products. Like one of the major products that we have, I just keep this in my pantry to look at it and remind myself of where I am. So I'll buy like Chelsea sugar, which is like a New Zealand sugar. I keep it in my pantry, so even if I don't use it, I'm still eating brown sugar. Or like I'll buy this Australian, it's close enough, it's Australia, it's quite close to New Zealand, it's a similar language, but like I'll use like the spring vegetables. I'll like go and buy all this Kiwi stuff. One of the weirdest Kiwi products that you'll find, and you can use this in like on your breakfast cereals, or you can use it in your marinade. Like if you like want to marinate some chicken, or put some chicken or some steak in the slow cooker, or marinate a steak, you could like get boiling water and just mix a bit of Marmite. It's a fully New Zealand product and probably Australian as well. Yeah, so it says it's part of the New Zealand Health Association and the Australian Health Association as well. It's got all the vitamins and minerals specific to this part of the hemisphere. So if you're like living in the southern hemisphere, or you're living like on this part of the globe, you've probably got specific foods that you eat. Like I always need iron in my diet. You don't need that if you're from overseas and you're just staying here on a visa. You won't need to eat anything or have anything differently. You'll just follow your own plan that you had given to you by your government and your teachers and stuff. And then in New Zealand, we're different. And even if you've got like, you know, like you've got like native blood from like the Māori culture. We have the Māori culture and the Pākehā culture. So for me, because I'm Pākehā and I'm living in New Zealand and I'm a New Zealander, I'll still eat the same products as my Maori friends who are Kiwi as well, except I will maybe have like an iron deficiency, or like a thyroid deficiency, or like I might need extra vitamin B12. It will just be specific to my skin color and my experience. So I know like what foods that I need to eat that's specific to my part of the globe. So that's why I have to tell my friends what I have, so that they know how to like deal with me and look after me. And they'll say, yeah, we'll just go to a place that like has the stuff that you can eat too, like the smoothies that you like to eat, or like decaf if you like to have decaf, or perhaps you need like a dairy-free hot chocolate. Like I already have all that stuff sorted out. I didn't really need any help. My mother helped me, and my oldest sister, that was born 10 years in advance to me, also did a lot of the grocery shopping for the family. So she like looked after me and stuff. So I knew like where I could go. And I know other girls who are Kiwi and born in New Zealand as well who have to do the same things that I do. So like maybe I don't always take my iron tablets, but I have to eat at Subway if I am not cooking stir fries and using like a roast dinner meal, like making healthy food choices in a slow cooker with New Zealand household products, then I'm probably dying, if I'm not looking after myself correctly. The other girls might start to seem fitter, stronger, and healthier, and like they're looking after themselves a hell of a lot better because they have to eat healthy too. So just really try to look after yourself no matter where you come from. Bye, guys. I want you to put yourself first, no matter where you come from. Your diet's going to be different. Your mental health is going to be different. It's always going to be custom for you. Like, you'll always feel really good no matter who you are and what part of the world you live in. But you've got to follow your own path. You'll never be alone as long as you follow your own path. Your body will never adapt. It scientifically does not adapt. I'm sixth generation, so I'm not going to adapt. I'm always going to be on my set path, and I'm always going to be staying in my own lane, and I'm always going to be around people who stay in their own lane too. So I would just notice, like, if you don't know anything about this and you were born in my country and you're a Kiwi, you need to know your stuff, okay, to be my friend. But if you're just like someone from overseas, and this is likewise for you guys, if you've got people coming over and visiting you from other countries, you'll know like what you eat and how you work and what you like. And you can always meet people from different countries and compare, or just watch it on the internet. But yeah, at this stage, I'm okay. I had a Kiwi partner with me all the time. I always have a Kiwi partner, a boyfriend, or my mother, or my father, or my brother, or my siblings, or my cousins, or even when I'm entertaining people, which I've put that all behind me now. I'm actually happy to just be with my friends and family, which means I've stopped eating Indian food. I don't even buy sushi that often. I actually felt like I started to feel really like sick because I don't like the butter inside the Indian food. I don't like the smell of Indian food, but I used to. Like, I used to eat Indian food, but just not that often. So I don't eat any of that anymore. And most of my friends have gone back overseas. Most of my international friends have moved back overseas. But I usually just eat plant-based and New Zealand products. I don't feel like I should have to consider my international friends' needs. But I would just say, like, wherever in the world you are, just wash your hands and look after your skin. And I'm sorry, I can't really say any more than that. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing really well. This fabric, sorry Jane, this is just like a really cheap like fabric that I ordered on Temu. Or like I got it from like one of the retail stores in New Zealand. It's just a cheap fabric. It's kind of like a towel. Like it's a pajama top. It's kind of like a towel or a robe. You know, like a robe, like that you wear after a shower. You put the hood on like this. So yeah, there we go. So I'm just trying to work on jobs because I read an article, a New Zealand article saying that all the jobs were being given to people from overseas, and there was all these Kiwi people that are on benefits and they don't have jobs. And our country's supposed to be all about quality and care and support. Got lots of people just struggling and not enjoying themselves and becoming really depressed because well, there's other parts of the world and stuff. So yeah, I don't really want to talk about it, guys. I just want you guys to be happy and healthy. And yeah, that's all you have to do. Okay, take care. Love you. Bye.